Sanju Verma, the contention that's been made by Mr. Sanjay Singh through his lawyers, the Aam Aadmi Party, you've heard from Arvind Kejriwal and others, is there is simply no case against him. This was an early morning raid. He was not summoned before that. There was no questioning before that. And in the very first raid, at the end of the day one of the first raid, they've already decided to arrest him. And this is simply because of political vendetta. Please respond.
Thank you. Zaka, first I have to hand it to you. That was a brilliant introduction which put things in perspective. Let me just remind your audience that way back in July 2022, and then as recently as April 2023, in July, the Supreme Court, led by Justice Khandilkar, heard 241 petitions, primarily from the opposition, which said that mass arrests of opposition leaders by the Modi government is a sign of authoritarianism. And then in April 2023, barely a few months back, Abhishek Singhvi was representing 14 political parties from the opposition camp, and his argument was the same, that opposition leaders are being victimized by way of probe agencies only focusing on them thanks to the Modi government's witch hunt. And Abhishek Manu Singhvi had egg all over his face. He had to withdraw his petition after no less than the CJI, Justice Chandrachud, told him, after he rattled out some data as to why only opposition leaders are being targeted. And Justice Chandrachud asked him, are you saying on the back of the data that you have presented that corrupt politicians should be given immunity? Are you saying that politicians should be treated differently? Please do not come to us with generic cases. If you have a specific case, come to us. Abhishek Manu Singhvi withdrew his petition. This is to tell you that in the highest court of law of the land, the opposition has had to cut a sorry figure in July 2022 and then again in April 2023. But more importantly, as far as Sanjay Singh goes, he needs to be educated on something. This case is still sub judice because the Supreme Court is still hearing about the so-called vendetta by the Enforcement Directorate. In the last hearing, the Supreme Court upheld the validity of Section 3, which defines money laundering. It upheld the validity of Section 5 of the PMLA Act of 2002 pertaining to attachment of property, and most importantly, it actually upheld Section 17, 18, 19, which pertain to suo motu, search, seizure and arrest of the concerned person, and the most important section of the PMLA is Section 24, which pertains to reverse burden of proof. In the IPC, you are proven, you are considered innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to a money laundering case, Zaka, you are held guilty until proven innocent. Due to the reverse burden of proof, the Enforcement Directorate has the suo motu right under the PMLA Act of not only 2002 but the revised PMLA Act of 2005 to arrest somebody.
Let me ask Shubh Malhotra of the Aam Aadmi Party. This is what the ED has said in its remand application today, that Mr. Sanjay Singh was one of the key conspirators in the liquor scam. He was associated with Dinesh Arora since 2017. In fact, there are letters written by Sanjay Singh to Dinesh Arora and vice versa from the last 2 or 3 years where it's clear that they have known each other. There are pictures of them together with Mr. Sisodia, with Mr. Kejriwal. So the point or the line of defense taken today by Mr. Sanjay Singh's lawyers in court, that they have no acquaintance or they have no relationship, no friendship between Mr. Arora and Mr. Sanjay Singh, simply doesn't cut ice, because Dinesh Arora in his 164 CRPC statement to the court has said that it was Mr. Sanjay Singh who he met with at one of the South Delhi restaurants, who requested money from the owners, and checks amounting to 82 lakh rupees Dinesh Arora procured for Sanjay Singh. This is what he has said before a judge under 164 CRPC. So how can you say that Sanjay Singh has nothing to do with Dinesh Arora?
See, Mr. Arora, the person in question over here, this is not his first statement. So back when ED started with investigation in this so-called liquor scam, which I feel is completely imaginary due to some facts which I will come to later. He had earlier, when the charge sheet was filed, there was no mention, or sorry, his statement was given, there was no mention of Sanjay Singh. But 2 days back, As soon as he turned approver, now we know in court, whenever there is no evidence, that is when the accused turns into approver. So it is quite clear over here what is happening in this case. And I think that has been outlined by the courts also today. When they said that all this is fine, so everything that has been said till now is fine. But where is the proof? Where are the proceeds of the crime? For Manish Sisodia, they said that where is the money exchange? Where is the money trail? Now, mind you, ED, CBI, they work using the taxpayers' money, right? And now you just outlined how 95% of the cases are against opposition, how the conviction rate is under 1%, and how the taxpayers' money of the country is being utterly sheerly wasted.
But ma'am,
with this
you are not answering
persecution
the
of the
question that I
opposition.
asked you. What is the defense for Sanjay Singh? Mr. Arora has said that Sanjay Singh received proceeds of the crime worth 2 crore rupees. 1 crore from Samir
Yeah.
Mahindru. Mahindru paid the bribe at the behest of Vijay Nair, and another 1 crore from Abhishek Boinpalli. Both Samir Mahindru and Abhishek Boinpalli are accused. They are in jail in this case. And Mr. Arora, again an accused and in jail turned approver now, is saying that 1 crore each was paid by both of these gentlemen to Mr. Sanjay Singh. What is your response to that?
Therefore, so we can sit over here and we can discuss, what exactly is the correct thing and the wrong thing, but none of us are privy to any of the information except for this piece of information, that is the accusation. Let me just be very clear, these are accusations. So when we say innocent until proven guilty, let's not, violate that tenet by, calling it that, what is your defense? So that means you are guilty. Isn't this the wrong perspective? And it is not,
But if there's a charge and a very serious
charge,
charge against one of your senior most leaders,
Yeah,
what is your defense
yeah.
to that charge?
It has not happened. Let them prove that it has happened. Just like
I
a
want to
few
quickly
months
come in.
back when
Okay.
ED wrote Sanjay Singh's name in the charge sheet, and when Sanjay Singh did case against them that how can you mention my name without any evidence, and they said that, oh, we are sorry, it was a mistake on our part, it was a misspelling. So this
Okay.
is exactly
So, Sanju Verma, quick response. Saravanan
Yeah.
and Mr. Rajagopalan are waiting very patiently. Yeah. So, quick rebuttal.
Yes.
Yeah.
My quick rebuttal is this, Zaka, that, accused number 9, Amit Arora, accused number 11, Dinesh Arora, who's also turned an approver, wide section 306 of the CRPC, and accused number 13, Sunny Marwa. The reason I've named Amit Arora and Sunny Marwa, accused number 9 and 13 is, if you recall, in September 2022, there were 2 separate sting operations done. And in both these sting operations, Sanjay Singh, Manish Sisodia, and a whole lot of top brass leaders of Aam Aadmi Party were, supposedly engaging in a quid pro quo leading to bribes in favor of giving licenses to the liquor cartel. Point that is most important is that Dinesh Arora, and this is mentioned in the ED's additional supplementary charge sheets, Dinesh Arora has said that he helped Amit Arora, accused number 9, to meet up with Sanjay Singh's personal assistant, a man called Ajit Tyagi, and Sanjay Singh's confidant and a close associate called Vivek Tyagi, and the money to Sanjay Singh was routed by Samir Mahindru of Indo Spirit via Ajit Tyagi, Sanjay Singh's PA, and via Vivek Tyagi, Sanjay Singh's close associate. So the entire story is out in the public domain.
Let me ask